Hey guys, Jimmy Asia with Jimmy H Financial. You saw the title to the video, 5 things I wish I knew in my 20s and 30s that I know now, right? So I list 5 things here. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more. Some of this might or might not resonate with you guys, but this is just my 5 things that I want to share. So the first thing is, in my 20s and 30s, I was buying consumer items with my credit card. You know how I preach using credit card is great, but during that time of my life, I was using credit card, but I was not really paying attention to them. I was just racking up stuff. Basically, it was free, didn't pay off the balance at the end of the month, accrue a lot of interest, tried to chase my tails and paying the interest off, and it never happened. So the balance ballooned up. And consumer items that I really did not need, like shoes. I have tons of shoes. And then other items like luxury watches and whatnot. I have some watches that cost a few $1,000s that a regular $20 or $30 watch would do. It just tells time, right? And I was upgrading my cell phone at the time quite a bit. Every 2 years or so, the new model comes up. Everybody has it. It's a new feature, a new camera, kind of the iPhone nowadays. But I was into Samsung back then. And I was updating every 2-3 years. A phone can last you a good 10 years if you let it, right? The one I'm using right now, recording this video, is iPhone 16. And the only reason why I waited to get to iPhone 16 is because it used the USB-C plug. I have Samsung, like I just mentioned, so I didn't want to throw away all those charging blocks and all the wires and whatnot for USB-C, so I waited till iPhone converted it over. But I had this iPhone since I got it. I think there's a model now, like iPhone 17 or 18. I don't keep track of it because I don't plan to update this one. Learning my lessons from way back when, right? And I was buying cars, right? I was leasing cars, I was buying cars. I don't really need auto cars. I didn't want to keep up with the Joneses and that, I don't need that no more. But back then at 20 and 30s, I wanted to impress the friends, impress the girls, impress people around the neighborhood that I have a nice car. Why? I'm pretty sure they don't give an F about me, right? But yeah, so things that I kind of want to mention here, and there's other stuff that I probably forgot. I should have a list of it here. But yeah, this main thing is buying consumer items that I really don't need with a credit card, right? Number 2. So my backyard got rescaped 3 times. Why in the world would I re-landscape my backyard 3 times? Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And each time costs about $30,000, right? When I moved into this house I live now, has a perfect backyard. All I needed was maintain it, right? Didn't like the way it looked. For some reason, rescaped it. A few years after that, the weeds start growing out. I didn't maintain it. And again, I didn't like the way it looked. Rescaped it because I wanted a nice koi pond. So for those of you on this channel, my subscriber, long time subscriber, know that I use a koi pond. And that koi pond cost me $15,000 just to set up, right? With all the blocks and the mountains and the filtrations and the koi fish and whatnot. $15,000 just bare bones. And then I added more money to on top of that, right? Guess what? Years later, 5 or 6 years later, it was just costing way too much to maintain it, and plus we live in California, it's a drought. I end up rescaping the yard again, now closing it out, closing the backyard out. I know a lot of you guys that also subscribe to my fish channel got disappointed in that time frame, but the thing is, I didn't have time to maintain it, and I didn't want to spend more money into something that I wasn't enjoying, right? I enjoyed fishing and whatnot still, but I wasn't enjoying that aspect of the koi pond that I had in the backyard. So I spent another 20-something thousand to rescape the yard and then add cement where the koi pond was, cover it up, all the labor and material for a 3rd time, right? When I could have just stuck with my first time and save all those money and invest it, buy a property or a rental or something, right? So wish I could have took those back. Of course I can't now. I'm in my 50s, but I'm just kind of resonating back with you guys. If you're in the age where I was, 20 to 30 years old, hopefully you can avoid some of this stuff. Maybe you're into your first home right now. Maybe you're buying some with credit cards, trying to because you're trying to impress people. 30 years later, when you're at my age, 50, I'm turning 51 in a few weeks. Maybe you'll change your mind, right? So third one here I wrote here is chasing hype meme stock. What I mean is like, you know, those hype stock where, oh, buy it now, it's gonna shoot up to the moon and whatnot the next day, next week, whatever. That never panned out, right? I chased it, I got in, everybody chased it, went up, went down, went up, went down, but I never really made money off it, right? Yeah, I mean, there's some that does, like I remember one on top of my head. I lost a lot of money on it. It's, what was that? I forgot what it was. GameStop, I believe. Yeah, GameStop shot up and then it kind of shot down and shot up. So, you know, it cost people money, right? Latest one I just dumped everything was Lucid. During the EV craze, Lucid was a CCIV time frame. It was like $10. It shot all the way up to 50 something dollars. And I kind of held on to it because I did like the car. I do like Lucid. I did lease a Lucid. I don't have that no more. But the thing is, it dropped all the way now. Now it's in the pennies, right? I don't own anymore. I took the loss and learned my lesson. So I don't chase those no more. I'm very stable now. I'm going to do more videos on staying stable in the stock market. I don't really like the stock market, to be honest, because I have no control over it. But because I'm playing very conservative now, I took the control back, sort of, you know? What I really regret was not buying ETFs, like the VOOs, the SPYs, the QQQs, and when SCHD came out in 2011, during the time frame that I was in this age, 20 to 30 years old, I should have jumped on that. I did not. SCHD's been going up like this. I have SCHD now, but I wish I would have came in on it when they first came out on about 2011 time frame. So ETF, but there's a lot more ETF than SCHD. I just chose that because I like the 3.5% that is giving dividends and whatnot, and it's always continues to go up. So I think as an average, it goes up about 10% a year. Not bad for just putting money in and kind of forgetting about it, right? Yeah, there's other ETF like I just mentioned, the VOOs, the SPYs, the QQQs. What is it, VTIs? I guess there's some of it, but I don't have any of them except SCHD, and I have SCHY, which is their international brother or sister, you want to call it. And then I have the QQQIs and the SPYI from NEOs. And I got a couple of cryptos, which is Blocks, BLOX, and BTCI, which I might drop eventually and just power it into SCHD because I really love how SCHD is performing. It's slow, but it's steady. Kind of like the story, the rabbit and the turtle, or the hare and the turtle, who finishes first. The rabbits just fly out, but then the turtle is just kind of like this. But at the end, you know, the turtle finishes the race, right? Because the rabbit either lost steam or whatnot, right? The turtle just steadily keeps it. That's what SCHD is. Slow, boring, but it'll get the job done, right? So that's one of my biggest regrets. And the last one is, I was young. I didn't like to cook at home. And before I got married, I was always eating out, right? Eating out way too often. I mean, way too often. I could be eating out 5 days a week. That's including lunch and dinner, right? That's just money drawing out the door. Money just drawing out the door. If I could invest and save in all the money that I was saving on these 5, and I told you there's plenty more, but for this video, I want to just tell you guys my top 5 here. And yeah, if I could change one thing, I would change all of this. If I could go back like 25, 30 years from now, I would change all this. I would not chase this, trying to keep up with the Joneses and whatnot. I would just keep the backyard where it was right now, and I bought it, you know. Maybe maintain it, have a gardener or whatnot, but I wouldn't rescape it 3 times. Chasing those hype stocks, you know, because you never know. Those you have no control over, right? You hear it, by the time you hear it, it's already too late, right? You jump in, it goes back down, right? So, no. ETFs is the way to go, youngster. The youngsters on this channel, buy ETFs. It will always go up. Even when it's a crash, it eventually will correct itself. So don't be scared. If you have 30 years horizon, 30 to 40 year horizon, ETF is your best friend, right? I did not add rentals in here because I totally forgot it when I was writing this. But real estate rentals at a young age, if you would have bought your first rental, say at 20, by the time you're 50, your rental is paid off, and most of the money that went into it is probably your tenants, right? So I wish I started early too. So not just ETF. Actually, I'll write it in here. Rentals, right? Yeah, ETFs and rentals. If you can get into it, do rentals, right? It's a little bit more headaches, little more headaches than ETF. I think I made a video recently telling you why I might be converting most of my rentals into ETF, because this is the headache factor. But making money wise, it's definitely not, right? I am making money off my rentals just as much as I'm making off ETFs. So I added in there. Now you know, youngsters on this channel. And of course, eating out, right? We all love to eat out. Now I limit myself to 1 time a week. Maybe some of you might think that's still too much, but I think 1 time a week is pretty sweet. So there you go, guys. Let me know if any of this resonate with you. It might or might not, but and anything else on the comments that I missed here that you regret if you're in my age group, about 50 to 60 range. If you regret or think back, what would you have done differently if you're in your 20s and 30s again? So these are my top 5 that I would definitely change. If I could go back and talk to Michael J. Fox and Doc, fly back to 30 years ago, I would tell my younger self, follow that, right? But can't do that. We're not in Back to the Future and whatnot. But yeah, but going forward, I can learn from it. So basically, I'm already changing all this stuff right now as we speak, real time. So like I told you, I might be getting rid of the rentals and putting in ETFs. I definitely don't chase this anymore. All I have is ETF and SCHD and boring stuff. Don't care what my backyard escape would look like. I'm just maintaining it, keep it nice. But I'm not gonna change it no more. I definitely don't buy and keep up with the Joneses no more. I drive an 18-year-old Toyota Tacoma now. 18 years old, guys. Yes, 18 years old. I don't have that many shoes no more, and I don't buy on credit cards that I can't pay off by the end of the month. I use credit cards, yes, but I don't leave a balance on them. And then, yeah, pretty much that wraps it up, guys. I'll do more videos like this, but if there's anything that I forgot here that you have, type in the comments and let's engage. All right, guys. So I think that's about it. So yeah, peace out.